Hey guys, so a couple of days ago I shared a script of a self-improving ad copy agent with Brennan for his course. And naturally, there are some bugs that users are finding. So I'm going to show you a quick way to try and fix anything that you may encounter, but as far as making improvements that you desire, because it's very easy. You don't even need to know how to write code. My background, I was a bit of a data scientist, so I've got some experience in coding in a couple of languages, but it's completely unnecessary. In fact, it wasn't even necessary to write the script, and I'll show you how. So if you go, copy the script, paste it into Cursor. I'm sure you've heard about this. If you haven't, jump onto YouTube. I'm sure you'll find a lot of videos that will walk you through how you can set up an account and paste the script in there. One of the bugs that someone pointed out was that business type is hard-coded, and you can see it right here. Right, because when I was training the workflow, I was using this business, and it ended up hard-coding the business type. It's not actually a problem for running the script because the business type is not used, or certainly when I was designing it, I didn't use the business type to actually write the copy. But here is how I'm going to fix that without actually writing the code itself. I'm going to go to a new chat. Well, let me shrink this a bit. I'm going to go into a new chat in Cursor and check this out. Here's a neat little trick I learned from Micros. I'm not even going to type in anything. I'm going to say, here we go. Okay, so this script has got a business type that is hard-coded. We need to sort that out. And for some reason, that didn't work. So we'll try it again. Control Win. Maybe it doesn't work whilst I'm recording, so I'm gonna have to type. Too bad. The business. It's hard coded. Is it even used any way in the code? All right. I think I'm using Sonnet 3.7, so it goes off. What does it tell me? Notice that business type is indeed hard-coded as food safety, la-di-da. Let me investigate if this value is used elsewhere in the code. Appears twice in the code, both times hard-coded. Check whether business type is used in the context of API calls. Let me check if there's named range. No, there isn't, because I did not create one. There's no named range. Is used in the context objects that are passed to the open ring, isn't it? Alright, that is incorrect. Business type should not be hard-coded, especially if it is used to generate content. Okay, so as you can see, it's been fixing the code, and it's actually creating a setting for business type. So I'm going to have to add a named range in the Google Sheet. It's created that. Okay. So dynamically use whatever value is in the business type named range in the spreadsheet. Exactly. So I'm going to need to create that. So I'm not even going to check this. Back in the day I used to. Now I just accept the changes. And I'm going to follow this final bit where it says you need to create a named range called business type in your spreadsheet. So I'm going to go to the Google Sheet. And it wants a business type. I'm just going to insert one row above. Business type. Right, and for this one, it's a food. And I'm just missing hygiene. Food hygiene, really. Right, just gonna food hygiene and safety. Right now, something like that. Okay. I need to make that a named range. And did it give me a specific? And say call it. You need to create a named range. You like snake case, I like camel case. But I want to do that. Business type. There we go. Alright, and then now I'm going to test this. copy this to my ads account. Boom. I'm just gonna make sure that the correct Google Sheet linked up. Copy that guy and then put that one here. Boom, that is the correct one. And there we go. I'm gonna run and preview, go to the logs. Let's see. Right, so it's running. Did it pick up the business type? It's the business name, and yes, business type, you read it correctly. And everything is running smoothly so far. We'll jump back to the sheet. Here, and it's still running, so no errors yet. So I think the problem is fixed. That little bug is fixed. I'm just going to pause it here until the video ends, just to check that there are no errors, and then I'm going to send this update of the script over. Okay, so that ran, but what do you know? A couple of errors that are popping up, so why don't we go ahead and fix those? I noticed the first one was there's an error writing cost to tab. So I think it's pulling in too much info that is then trying to write to the tab. So we need to sort that out. But the second thing is, it gave me an extra web headline. You know, I only asked for 8. There are the 8. Give me an extra one where it's just blank, right? So remember before I was saying there's this trick Mike Rhodes taught me a couple weeks ago? Yeah, I noticed the thing I was doing wrong was I need to open the freaking app first, right? So let's see if it helps me fix this error. First thing I do is I copied that entire log output. Okay, let's see if this works. I noticed a couple of errors. I think there was one error with output of the cost, so writing the costs to the sheet. And then the second error I noticed was that an extra web headline was written, which was blank. I am going to share with you the complete log. Let me take a look and come up with some fixes for those errors. Boom, look at that. I did not type that out. I am now talking to the computer. Although it seems maybe I lifted my fingers a bit too early. There we go. And I'm just going to paste the log. Boom, there it is. There are the logs. What? Connection failed. What the heck? Try again. Alright. That's a lot. That's a heck of a lot. Okay, maybe I didn't need to give it the full log. Hey, this is part of the game. So, I've analyzed the log and identified 2 issues. There's an error when writing the costs. Yep. There's an issue with web headlines when empty headline with that is being written out. Let me fix these issues. And I'm just going to sit back, enjoy the beautiful weather in Zimbabwe, and let Sonnet 3.7 do whatever it's doing. Although I hear it's not that much better. Maybe it's not even better than good old 3.5. We will see, right? So, let me pause the video again. I'm just going to accept all the changes once it's made. I'm going to run the script and see if we're good to go. So there you have it. We've successfully run the script. So the next version is ready to go. And as I said, with every run, it's optimizing that prompt. And you can see just how the outputs, I think they're continuing to improve. Some of them, but some things may not. So you can go in there, tinker with the code, get yourself cursor, play around, guys. That's what this whole LLM game is about. You need to experiment, explore, find your own way. So I'm going to send this over, and I know one of the users was trying to use it in the French language. So that's an additional feature that I'll probably start working on either next week or the week after when I have some time. We'll just slowly just add features that people, or if enough people ask for them, then we may as well try and add them in. Okay.